guys, and welcome here on my channel. My name is Anna and I'm an au pair in America. I was born and raised in Germany, in Augsburg. It's not little, it's a city near Munich. And then I moved here after I graduated as a kindergarten teacher. I live in Charleston, South Carolina now, and I absolutely love it. It was the best decision I've ever made to move to the States. So why America? For me, it was always my first choice to move to the US one day. I don't know why, and I can't really explain why I feel like it, but my life was always, I wouldn't say American, but I had like some things in my life which were American. My great-grandmother, for example, she lived in San Diego. I did cheerleading back in middle school. I love American football, and I just love the American culture. So for me, it was like, sure, America it is. But if you're interested in like going to, I think you can go to China or to Australia, New Zealand, they all offer au pairs. So whichever fits you the best, let's go. There are more than one organizations who offer au pair programs. Make sure you find an organization who fits to you and your needs. For me, I'm a kindergarten teacher, and Au Pair in America was the only organization who offered a program for that. This is like one of the main reasons why I chose this organization. Just look in the different programs, what they offer, and see what fits the best for you. There's also a program for guys, like if you're out there and you want to be a bro pair, there's something out for you as well. So I'm trying to like spill the tea here a little bit, because when I applied as an au pair, I kind of wish I would have different informations or just like what could help you. So I'm just gonna like try to give you all the informations that you need to make your like year or years successful. Fun fact, my host family was, I think, the 10th family in my profile, and I ignored them for like fully, I think it was a week, because in their profile everything sounded too perfect to be true, and my Germanist didn't really trust that. I was like, that can't be true. It can't be that this family offers me all of this and all my dreams that I had would be fulfilled. So I kind of ignored them for a bit, but someone reminded me and said, give every family a shot. And I did it. We spoke twice over or like via Skype, and here we are. We're together since 2 years now, going into our third. So my third year, that's kind of like a special thing. COVID kind of worked out for me here. The organization texted some au pairs who came in the same time as I did, because we lost an entire year of this culture exchange. It's not only, if you're an au pair, it doesn't mean that you only take care of kids. It means you have this culture exchange, going to college, have like this typical American life, celebrate Christmas, Thanksgiving and all of that. And due to COVID, we all lost this. And Au Pair in America gave us a third shot to just have one more year to experience all of that. It was the best decision I've made, but I have to say, I was about to leave. I packed all of my stuff. I was ready to go home. I remember that day when I came down into the living room, I was crying. And I was like saying to my host parents, I'm like, I'm ready. I'm done. I want to go home. I'm ready to leave. It's not because I didn't love them anymore, or it was more like this feeling, it's time for something new. And then I prepared my stuff. I sent it 6 boxes home to Germany. It's there. I don't have any clothes anymore. This is why my host mom has to give me all of her clothes. I was ready, and then something just changed. I got this email, I think 3 times from Au Pair in America saying, hey, do you want to extend? And it was just a feeling in me, I wasn't done. And yeah, my host family gave me 3 weeks off. I traveled through the US by myself. which just gave me time to like find myself again, to just focus on what do I want to do. And then I came back, and I have to say it was the best thing. Like, I came home and everyone was like, oh my god, you're back, and the kids were dancing with me in the kitchen, and it was just like so amazing to come home. And yeah, I'm really glad I'm staying. So when your matching process is over, I always say like it's kind of like online dating, because it really is like online dating. But when this is over and you're finally on the way to your host family, it is wild. The first weeks in a different family, it's intense. It can be difficult. And I'm just gonna tell you how it was for me, and maybe I can help you with that. So for me, it was like the best example with choosing a place or a family. I think like a lot of au pairs choose a place over a family, which I did in the beginning too. Like in the beginning, I was looking for families out of California, for example. And I was like more interested in the area. And I have to say, don't do that. Like, yes, the environment in the state where you're living in is really, really important. But you live in a family, you live with the kids, and that has to be your priority. So look for families who have the same interest in you, or share, like, I don't know, for example, in my family, we love murder podcasts. So we always listen to Crime Junkies together, or we're watching TV shows together. And just like look for families who share the same things as you. And then the rest will come together. You will always be able to make friends. You can go out and meet with other people. They're au pairs. There's so much what you can do, but the family is really, really important. So when I first came to the States, like, I flew from Munich to New York City, because back then the orientation days were still in New York City. It was a weird feeling, because I was always scared about walking through those doors at the airport. That was like my biggest fear of like, what if I'm not able to go? But the second that you're there, I was so ready. I was like, okay, bye guys, I'm going. I was running through those doors. And when I came, or like when we landed in New York City, it felt so good, because for the first time in my life, it was something that I decided to do. I was incredibly proud of myself that I came to the US by myself. I mean, there were, I think, 3 other au pairs with me, and we were all just super excited, and we couldn't like wait to start our experience. We had like those 3 days of orientation in New York City, and oh my god, there was like a fire in the hotel. I have to make like a different video about that, just the orientation days, because that was wild. But I was just like so proud of myself and excited to finally be there and start my adventure as an au pair. So with this channel, I just want to help you as an au pair, but also host parents through those different stages. I missed having someone like that, because I had so many questions. They like went in totally different directions, like what should I pack in my suitcase, or what do I do to like bond with my host parents, with my host kids, especially in the beginning. So I want to be your host au pair. I want to build an open community where we can have open conversations about literally everything. Nothing is off limits. I lived with my host family for 2.5 years now. I did a lot of mistakes. I did a lot of stuff what I probably shouldn't have done, and that was my host baby. I want you to feel comfortable to talk about everything as an au pair, as host parents. I'm trying to get my host parents involved. We're gonna talk about different stuff, and I want you to feel comfortable to ask everything you want. I also want to talk about how to start your experience on the right foot as the view of a host family and as an au pair, and to keep this relationship for your stay, or how long you're gonna decide to stay here, if it's just a year or 2. And don't worry, we're definitely gonna dig into a little bit harder stuff like homesickness, what you can do about it, culture shock, rematches, like all that stuff that is might not as comfortable to talk about, but I want to dig in there and get all those informations out and spill the tea with you. Whatever you want to ask me, feel free to ask me. I also do a daily vlog on my Instagram. I'm gonna put you the link down below, and you can DM me, you can put and comment down below. Subscribe to the channel if you want so you don't miss out on anything. This channel is for you guys, and I hope you like it, and I hope I will see you next Sunday.